St. Mary Netherton Daily Chronicle, Evening Edition, July 6th, 1925. Good evening, dear listeners. Edmund Pruitt, addressing you as the village clock strikes 6 on this Monday, which has brought both remarkable community enthusiasm and delightful expedition planning to our peaceful village. The day has maintained its favourable conditions throughout, with temperatures remaining pleasantly settled as Mr. Higgins predicted. The gentle westerly breeze persisted until approximately 4:30, when it yielded to what Mrs. Pemberton describes as perfect evening tranquillity, entirely befitting the conclusion of another agreeable summer day. Several residents took advantage of the comfortable conditions to tend their gardens during the cooler morning hours, while others were observed making preparations for tomorrow's ambitious archaeological adventure. I am delighted to report that Master Oliver Thornfield's proposed expedition to the ancient stone circle atop Raven's Tor captured the imagination of our entire community of young scholars. The original party of 4 has grown to include the Primrose twins, who have expressed particular enthusiasm for documenting any botanical specimens found near the ancient stones. Young Miss Charlotte Hartwell requested permission to join the adventure, her mother noting that Charlotte's needlework skills may prove useful for pressing any significant botanical discoveries. Most remarkably, young Timothy Wilson and both Master Oliver and Miss Arabella Willoughby also petitioned their respective parents for inclusion in what Master Oliver now terms a real adventure with proper exploring and everything. The prospect of supervising such an enthusiastic group of young naturalists prompted Constable Porter to make a most generous offer of assistance. Mrs. Whitmore's gracious supervision would benefit from additional support when managing such an energetic assembly of scholarly minds, he confided to Mrs. Crawford. The constable's intimate knowledge of the countryside paths and his experience with village safety matters will ensure the expedition proceeds with appropriate order, while allowing the young participants full opportunity for their archaeological and botanical investigations. Miss Beatrice has expressed considerable delight at young Miss Charlotte's joining the expedition, having spent this afternoon admiring the welcoming needlework sampler that graces her bedroom at Rosemere House. The stitching demonstrates such thoughtful hospitality, she remarked to her great-aunt, and the wildflower pattern shows remarkable attention to local botanical details. Mrs. Dorothy Ashworth notes with satisfaction that her grandniece has found immediate kinship with our village's scholarly young residents. The tearoom's cold nettle soup proved more popular than Mrs. Hartley anticipated, with several patrons expressing genuine appreciation for what they termed resourceful adaptation to seasonal requirements. Watson demonstrated remarkable professional flexibility regarding the establishment's modified offerings, positioning himself strategically near the cooling station while maintaining his customary supervisory dignity. Mrs. Barnes's leghorn hen produced its customary afternoon egg, maintaining what Dr. Peterson now considers a documented pattern that reflects the contentment and stability of our village life. The bird was observed conducting its evening constitutional with what Mrs. Barnes interprets as dignified satisfaction, perhaps sensing the archaeological excitement building throughout our community. Colonel Weatherby's completion of his ornithological verification survey has yielded results that he describes to Constable Porter as most encouraging developments that will enhance our village's reputation for scholarly natural observation. His extensive correspondence to London authorities, dispatched during this afternoon's post-collection, suggests findings of considerable scientific significance. Mrs. Margaret Whitmore spent the afternoon reviewing maps and consulting with Master Oliver Thornfield regarding tomorrow's expedition route, expressing remarkable vigour in planning what she terms a proper educational adventure for our young antiquarians. Her sister, Mrs. Dorothy Ashworth, observes with delight that dear Margaret has discovered renewed purpose in supervising these scholarly pursuits. That concludes our evening report. This is Edmund Pruitt, bidding you good night from St Mary Netherton, where Monday draws to a close with the satisfaction of community enthusiasm flourishing and the eager anticipation of archaeological discoveries that will enrich our young residents' understanding of our countryside's ancient heritage.